All right. Hello, hello. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. I am so excited to be here with you guys tonight. You are a group of people that want to take over Instagram and make money from your phone, from home. And I am so, so excited to start this series with you guys. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Ashley Walmer. I am right now currently a 2-star director with Emirates, and I am direct to corporate. So if I haven't met you yet, I cannot wait to. But you are a part of our team. You are a part of Ignite. That is the team that we run. And I'm so excited to just kind of dig in and go over everything Instagram with you guys over the next couple of weeks, okay? So if you are on this Zoom, whether you're watching it right now or you're watching it later, this is a specific age group of 18 to 29. And the reason why, specifically this group, you guys, is there are people 18, 19, 20, 21 years old that are joining network marketing companies all over the country, all over the world, getting in, digging in on social media, just using Instagram to build their business. And I'm watching them 2 to 3 years later become millionaires. Now, I can't promise anything to you guys. This business, specifically network marketing in this industry, is your work ethic writes your paycheck. But I specifically, personally know people that have joined companies at 19 and by 22, 23 years old, they're walking the stage because they've earned $1 million in network marketing. Now, Emirates specifically is a brand new company. We just launched, or I should say, we just opened our doors less than a year ago and are getting ready to officially launch our company in April. And so the age ranges of most of our brand ambassadors are not in the age group of 18 to 29. I would say a majority of the people that are in Emirates right now are 30 and up. And that is totally fine. You guys, that's me. I'm 36 years old. I'm married. I have 3 kids. I am not a little youngster like you guys, but I do know how to build on Instagram. And I want to teach you guys everything that I know. But over the last couple of weeks, I've really been having conversations with some of you, and you're like, yeah, my friend joined this company, or my friend joined this company. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just need somebody, anybody, to raise their hand in Emirates that is young, that is 18 to 29, and say, I want to go do it. I want to be the one who is blowing it up here. Why? Because once we have a few of you guys on Instagram, on social, killing it, what's that going to do? It's going to attract other people just like you in your age group to this company, to your team specifically. Okay. And so I love hanging out with people my age. Don't get me wrong, but I want to have a couple people in our team that are killing it. And I would love nothing more than to have all of you guys kill it and all of your friends join you, and for you guys to make as much money as you possibly want with this company, because literally the sky is the limit. The only person that can ever cap you is you. And that is my favorite part of network marketing. I actually joined this industry when I was 19 years old. I got invited to take a look at a company. I was in college. I was going to college to be a teacher, actually at Western Michigan University. And I got invited to this hotel event. I went with one of my best friends that I graduated high school with. She was one of my college roommates. And we went to this event, and I just remember listening in on the fact that this guy was talking about making money from home and making money on the side, doing something, else to bring in income, and how the average millionaire has between 5 to 7 streams of income. And at that time I was like, well, I'm going to be a teacher, but would I like a little extra money on the side? Heck yeah, that would be awesome. I'm going to have my summers off, and I'm not going to be having income during that time. And so I just saw a way to make extra money from home, to make an additional stream of income, maybe that just paid for my gas or my groceries. You guys, I was like living out on my own at the time and had $2 to rub together. I think my favorite food at that point was ramen noodles because it was 10 cents. I went to the store the other day and it's 13 cents. I was like, what the heck? It's gone up, right? But at the end of the day, I saw the vision of this industry when I was 19 years old. They didn't have Instagram and Facebook back then, you guys. I had to work at belly to belly, old school, going to talk to people, meeting people. And here's the thing, the beauty of the fact that it's 2020, is you don't have to do that. Now, I love doing that. To me, it's so much fun getting out and meeting with friends at Panera or Starbucks. I love that. But guess what? That's not everybody's timetable, and that's not everybody's personality. I have people on our team that are very introverted, that literally get scared, which is why we have CBD, of talking to people, but they can sit behind their phone at home and be comfortable building a business, making income that fits into their life. So you are here, you are in the right place, the right time, all of the things. All right. So this is just kind of an introduction. I'm going to go through a few things of what you can expect out of this series. And in the next couple of weeks, we're going to get into the content. Okay. So, all right, this is going to be a 4-part series. So during these 4 different sessions, I'm going to teach you guys everything that you need to know to set up your business on Instagram, how to follow people, and absolutely everything that you're going to need to be able to then, at the end of this, have a turnkey business on Instagram and start making money right away. We are going to be based on the questions that you guys filled out on that Google Doc. If you haven't done that yet, make sure you do so. I'm going to be putting you in groups of 5 to 7, and I will create those groups on Instagram. Just going to create a little message chat with 5 to 7 of you. The reason why is if you have questions during this, you have a couple of people to talk to that are, maybe if you're a mom, maybe if you're a young mom, maybe if you're in college, some of you guys are actually in college right now, that you have a couple of people to talk to, get ideas from, things like that, share posts with, be like, hey, this is the post I'm thinking about posting. You guys can post something similar, use your own photo, things like that. But the other thing that it does is the second that you post on Instagram, you can actually share it to that message group and automatically have 5 to 6 to 7 people like and start commenting on your post. Okay. So it's a way for you to kind of have like a support system during this process and even afterwards. If you guys want to mix it up halfway through, we can totally do that. But I'm going to be putting together those groups. That's why I needed to know what your Instagram handler name was. If you don't have an Instagram yet, step 1. Go sign up and get yourself an Instagram account. And don't worry, the very first module that we're going to do, I'm going to teach you guys everything you need to know to set up your profile, things like that, but at least get on Instagram and start getting comfortable with that. So I have a kind of insane travel schedule over the next 2 to 3 weeks, and I was hoping to start these actually on Monday. But Aspen Emery, our CEO, is actually going to be in Michigan. And at first I was like, oh, it's no big deal. I'll just do a Zoom for an hour with you guys. But I'm trying to fill her day with one-on-one appointments for not just me and my team. And I don't want to have an hour and a half section broken off in there. So we are actually going to be starting the content Zooms in March. Okay. So the very first Zoom will be, the Zoom 1 will be Monday, March 2nd. Zoom 2, Monday, March 9th, Zoom 3, Monday, March 16th, and Zoom 4, Monday, March 23rd, okay? They will be live at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 11:30 Central, 10:30 Mountain, and 9:30 Pacific. I did this for a couple of reasons. One, it works best for me. My nights are a little bit crazy. Also, it hits different lunch hours, and it hits everybody at a different time zone. That is kind of a decent. If you're in Pacific time, you can kind of wake up and still get on at 9:30, and it's not too early in the morning, and it's not right smack dab in the middle of your day. If that time does not work for you, no worries. We're going to be recording these and you can catch it later. What I would suggest though, is if you know for sure that time's not going to work for you, say you're Eastern time and 12:30 every Monday you have class, or that's right in the middle of, feeding time, or you're at work that time. I would say put on your calendar when you are going to watch the Zoom. Maybe it's going to be every Monday night at 9:30. You know that I recorded it at 12:30, but you're committing to watching it at 9:30 at night on Mondays. Whatever that looks like for you, if you can't be on live, definitely make sure you set that time. I would say the people that are going to be on live are going to get the most out of it, just because we're going to have that live chat feature so you can ask questions. I'll stay on probably 10-15 minutes afterwards, after we hit record or stop recording, and just answer whatever questions you guys have about the content that we went over that day. But again, if you can't be on, feel free. You guys have access to me. You have access to me if you're not doing this Instagram training about anything at any time. You guys can message me no matter what. But those of you guys that are in this, just I'm going to give you guys my phone number. Feel free to text me, send me a message on Instagram, whatever is best for you. I want to make sure that after you watch that training, if you specifically have any questions, you can go put it in that chat group with those people, but also that you can reach out to me and you can get clarity on some of those things. I want you guys to get the most out of this as absolute possible. So, all right, I'm going to go over the itinerary with you guys of what we're going to be covering during this. Let me grab that. Okay, so Zoom number 1, we're going to talk about branding, what it looks like to brand yourself online, how to do that, different ways that you can start thinking. I'm going to ask you guys some questions. You guys can think through that. We're going to set up your profile. Oh, my phone number. Yes. I'll give that to you guys here in a minute. After don't let me forget. Okay. I'll make sure I give that to you guys. So branding, setting up your profile. If you already have a profile, that's okay. I'm going to tell you guys my best tips and tricks. And here's the thing with all of this, you guys, what I say is not Bible, meaning if you don't agree, that's okay. 1,000%. I'm just going to teach you guys what I know. You can kind of pick and choose and say, you know what, I'm going to implement this. I don't really love that, or I'm going to do this. So I'm just going to give you guys my content, okay? And then you can go from there. So I'm going to give you guys my best tips and tricks on setting up your profile, what that should and shouldn't look like. We're going to talk about the differences between having a private account versus a public account, the pros and cons to both. Then you can make your decision. We're going to talk about Linktree, which is an app that you can use to hide or to put your website. We're going to talk about a theme, picking a theme for your Instagram, what it should look like, filters, presets, making sure it aesthetically looks good. And then we're going to talk about your highlight reel. Okay, so that's going to be Zoom 1. Zoom 2, we're going to talk about how to follow, where to find followers, following and unfollowing, what that ratio should look like, how much time it takes, where to find people, who to follow. We're going to talk about how to interact online, what that should look like, how to build relationships. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I am not a cold messenger, and I won't be teaching you guys cold message, but I will be teaching you how to build real relationships with people online and what that looks like. We're going to talk about those groups where you can then post and add and get interaction with the few people that are in this with you. And we're going to talk about how to save your posts and collections and set them up for later. Zoom 3 is all going to be about posting, what to post, how to share your story, how to share your story in different ways, what it looks like in an actual post versus what sharing your story in stories, in your Instagram stories look like, hashtags, how to use them, where to use them, what that looks like, how to use your stories, how to look through the archive views, examples of a few people that you guys can start following that have really good posts that maybe are in a couple of different companies. Because remember, in Emrys right now, we don't have anybody your age group on social killing it. So I'm going to give you a few people to follow that are in a couple other companies so you can see what they do, take their examples, change it around and make it your own that fits Emrys. All right, and then Zoom 4, we're going to talk about messaging, what it looks like to actually message somebody on Instagram, when you do it, when it's appropriate, when it's not appropriate, who to message, how to follow up, the kind of do's and don'ts of cold messaging, when you guys should be messaging, and then how to follow up, like creating some organization for you guys. Okay, does that sound good? That is going to be what the 4 Zooms will cover. You guys will have, I don't want to say homework, but you kind of will have, I'll give you a few different tasks after each Zoom of things that you guys need to work on, work through the week, get going, set that up for you. All of these will be recording. Cold messaging, there was a message in the chat, somebody said, what's cold messaging? It means that you're sending a message to somebody that you don't know. Like, we talk about warm messaging or warm leads or people that you know, like your best friend, your sister, people you went to school with. A cold message will be messaging a random stranger and be like, hey, you're pretty, do you want to join my team? Or, hey, you look stressed out, do you want to try CBD? it really kind of rubs people the wrong way, which is why I don't teach it. But I will teach you guys when it would be appropriate to maybe message somebody that you don't know and how to kind of go about that in a really good, ethical way that's going to attract people to you and your business. Great question. So all of these will be recorded, like I said, so don't feel like if you can't be on, you're missing out. You are here, you get the content, and you guys use this as a recruiting tool. Do you guys know that if you were to want to do a boot camp like this, it would take a whole weekend. You'd pay couple $100. You can go through live training modules with different people, and you're spending tons of money. You guys get this for free. Okay, that is part of being on our team. I could set up this training module and charge somebody that's not on our team a couple $100. Okay, but you guys get it for free. And so I want you, one, to not just take it, use what we're giving you, but also talk to your friends, talk to other people that are like you and say, you know what, I don't know if you know that I joined this business a couple months ago or a week ago or whatever that looks like. But here's the deal. We're getting taught how to build a business online from our phones and make extra money. And I would love to do this with you. Like, how much fun would it be to go through this? If you join our team within the next week, you're going to have access to this training for free too. So use this training series right now as a way to recruit other people into your business, and use me. If you're talking to those people, get them in a 3-way conversation with me. If you don't know how to answer their questions, if you're new to this, or you're like, okay, I told them about our Instagram thing, now what? I would just say, hey, I want to introduce you to my friend Ashley. She is going to be the one that's running the training, but I would love for you to just meet her and have a conversation to see if this business would be something that that would be a good fit for you. She joined this business when she was 19, and she's actually made 6 figures a year in this industry. It's completely changed her life, and I'd love for you to meet her. And then you can set up a 3-way text group with me, and I will talk to your guys' people for you and with you. So know that that's always an option. They're called 3-way calls or 3-way text messages. I can also send you kind of a script of what that looks like to actually set the conversation up if you guys are interested. But use this right now as a recruiting tool for you to start getting access, or start building your team, and they'll get access to this training. So that's all I had for you guys tonight. Just kind of wanted to give you guys what to expect, all of the goods. So what questions do you guys have? You guys can either, I'm going to stop the recording.